We are over at Steeple today, over near Mayland, which is mid-Essex, and we've just put up this 8 foot by 6 foot pent roof shed, and I'm going to give you a quick walk around on it. The cladding on this shed is 12mm finished thickness, not some places quote it out at 16mm. It's X 16mm, which means it finishes at 12mm. Yeah, so it's 12mm finished, and it's a 5th grade or better Scandinavian redwood. Now, all the timber that we use is Fsc Compliant, which basically means that it's from responsibly harvested sources. So, with this shed, at this point here, at the front here, internally there, you've got 6'6" internally, which I think equates to just under 2 meters. I'm not very good with the meters. At the back there, you've got 6 foot dead, so there's plenty of headroom inside these sheds. The door of the shed, it's 1.8 meters tall, or 5'10", and it's 30 inches wide, which is 760mm. So it's the same width as a normal household door, and it's plenty tall enough to get through. The door is fitted with 3 10-inch galvanised T-hinges. All the fixtures and fittings that we use on sheds are plated against corrosion. On the door there, you've got a turn button just to keep it shut, and a staple and hasp for you to put your padlock through. If I open the door up, you can see the door is all edged and braced, so it shouldn't drop and it shouldn't warp. Inside the shed, if you look down at the floor, this floor is a little bit muddy because the access was through next door. Next door's a building site, so it's got a little bit muddy, but the floor is also 12mm tongue and groove, so it's a good strong floor. And the roof, believe it or not, is 12mm tongue and groove. So there's no chipboard, no plywood anywhere on this shed. There's no need to. All our sheds up to, I think it's 10 foot by 6 foot, they're all tongue and groove all over, no chipboard, no plywood. The framework on these sheds is 32mm in that direction, and it's 45mm in that direction. The imperial measurement is 1.75" by roughly 1.25". That's the finished dimensions on it. Again, you can quite legally call that 1.5" by 2", but it's not. It's 1.25" that way finished, and it's 1.75" finished that way, but it's plenty strong enough. The felt on this shed, let's go round to the back, and so the felt on it, that's 2 kilo per square metre green mineral felt. It's a polyester base. We use polyester because it resists tearing a lot better than the fibre based felt does. We batten the rear edge of the felt, but what we also do, I don't know if you can see, if I run my finger around there, that's actually rounded over. We round over all the edges on our roofs, because it stops the, it's like a stress point that runs across it. If you've got a right angle corner, there's a stress point. So all the planks on this, let's just close that on. All the planks on this are double nailed at every upright, and we tend to make sure that that all the planks are double nailed top and bottom. We don't, you get these places where they're going as fast as they can. You get a nail there and a nail there. That's not a lot of good. You need the nails to be at each end. We make sure of that. The bottom of the windows, this is CT1. It's a high modulus sealant. It's the only sealant that we know of that will stick to this wood once it's been oiled. Obviously it will stick to glass. Everything will stick to glass. The glass is glass. We don't use plastic, we use proper glass. It's 2mm horticultural glass. So that's pretty much all I can tell you about it. That's an 8 foot by 6 foot pent roof shed, and other than the oil based top coat that's been put on this, that's a completely standard shed.